Wow, you look good this morning. Hey, so when you get out of bed, what do you normally do? Do you just go into the shower? Do you brush your teeth? What comes next normally? For most of the top performers, the people who have great productivity, the people who have good energy all day long, the people who did invest in themselves, and who use these high leverage skills, they're doing some type of morning stretching routine, some type of body wake up. I used to get the newsletter from John Romanelio, and he often would say to refine those neural to muscle connections by waking up and first thing you do in the morning is do push-ups, squats, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm saying to do, but what we're going to do is put together the perfect joint wake up stretching routine right for the morning to make sure your body's up, awake, and you don't feel any of those kinks or any of that sluggishness that a lot of people feel first thing in the morning. So in order to dive into that, I first wanted to show you what mine looks like.
Ganja smoking, they got rum in me cup. Bad girls wind up on the dance floor. All the girls wind up on the dance floor.
Now, you probably noticed a few components that are going on during this stretching routine. One, I'm making sure to breathe. You might not be able to see that, but that is such a crucial part. Breathing in the morning is really so important because it grounds you, it gets you centered. And not only that, it's helping to get your mind right while your body's also getting set for the day. So you're hitting these two elements first thing in the morning, which are really going to help slingshot your day to whatever you want it to be. Now, secondly, I'm making sure to do full range of motion with all these different joint mobilizations. The reason that I'm doing that, and the reason that you should be doing a lot more joint mobilization than you are, is because if your joints don't go through full range, then they stop doing it. If you go to the movement section on Height and Living, and I'll scroll through it real quick, what you'll notice is that I have a quote at the top from Ido Portal, and one of the major things that he often talks about is, if you're not moving, you can't. And that's true. If you don't move often, you won't be able to in the future. And you probably can't right now. So it starts by starting, because the more that you start to refine these different joint mobilizations and to move your body in all these different ways, the more that your body becomes this agile mechanism for you to do whatever you want to throughout the day. It's one of the best investments you can make in yourself because you don't have pain, you don't have injury, you don't have illness, you don't have these other things that will pull you away from what you truly want to do day in and day out. The third thing that you're probably noticing is that I'm going through a lot of different exercises, and I'm starting from the top of my body, moving to the bottom of my body. That's something that I like to do in order to categorize and know that I've moved through my full joint mobilization and really got my body to wake up. But for you, it could be anything. What I want to say, and there's a few key points that you really need to emphasize when you're doing these body wake-ups. One, make sure to mobilize the joints. Now, what are the different joints? Your neck, your wrists, your shoulders, your knees, your ankles, your hips. Those are going to be some of the main ones. Your elbows are going to be very important to do as well. That's why I spend a lot more time on my wrists, on my elbows, because I'm practicing all these different hand balance moves. and I don't want to have that injury later in the day when I go to practice it. So I like to wake up and make sure my arms are all free. You saw McGregor doing the weird arm thing during when he was training to fight Floyd Mayweather, and the reason that he was doing that is because it pushes blood down into your hands and really lets the biceps relax for one of the first times that they've been able to in a long time, since we all sit tense and hunched like this. Now, how does this play into higher leverage skills? I know, this is all about higher leverage skills. By doing something like this, by waking up and stretching, not only is your mind right if you did the Tony Robbins priming or you did some type of meditation before, I'm gonna link a video to that right here, but if you're actually doing these stretches and waking your body up in the morning, you've invested in yourself already, so you should feel good about what you're going to do for the rest of the day. And then you're able to really make sure that you can control and own this day. So own your day, I'm gonna own mine, and I will see you later.